That Campbeltown soot in the end. Smoky, dirty. That's just gorgeous. Right, so initial arrival, medium bodied, I would suggest. Some viscosity, greeted with raisins, a lot of sherry notes, some treacle, molasses, that sort of vibe. And the mid palate, that's one thing I really enjoy about the Springbank 15. You get that sweet sour kind of element going on. Well, good day everybody, and welcome to my channel Whisky Journey. Today I've got another single malt Scotch whisky review for you guys. So I'm going to go back to Campbeltown, trying out the Springbank 15. This is one of the newer batches, and I got this along with the Hazelburn 15-year-old. And once again, kudos to Aberdeen Whisky Shop for keeping a cider bottle for me. Always appreciated. Okay, right. So so this particular batch was bottled on the 9th of May 23, and the bottle on my left is one that's now finished. And this was I did a previous review of this bottle. This was on the 7th of November 22. Okay, and obviously I'm not going to be able to do a comparison because I don't have any left of this one, but I thought it would be interesting just to bring the bottle out and just tell you what I thought of it. This particular batch, in my opinion, was an excellent batch. Most of the, well, all the 15-year-old 2022 releases I enjoyed immensely. This one for me had less sherry influence and more distillate influence, so I found it to be quite smoky. A lot of that Campbeltown soot, and it was just highly enjoyable. Really enjoyed that one. But as I say, today we're going to try this one. So this is, as I say, 9th of May 23. Let's get straight onto the tasting notes and see what we get. I'm drinking this in the Campbeltown today, just for something a bit different. So as usual, straight onto the nose, and then we'll try the palate. So on the nose. Okay, so I get Scotch oats, almost like porridge, up front, along with sherry influence, so raisins, treacle, molasses, rich sweet and sour notes, apples as well. There's some obvious dirt or soil that takes a bit of time to come out in the glass. So this has been resting now for I think about 20 minutes. The earthy note definitely takes a bit of time to come out. Now again, I personally don't detect any sulfur in this one, but don't take my word for it, okay guys? As I've said before, I'm not very susceptible to sulfur. To me, this is not sulfured at all. Just quite clean in my opinion. Definitely more sherry influence on the nose, in particular on this newer batch than the 2022 batch, in my opinion. There's a bit of Campbeltown soot as well, so a little bit of smoke. Still comes across as very sweet, notes of golden syrup, honey, that sort of influence. Not really detecting much funk at all on this one. So as I said, definitely more earthy notes than anything else. But some minerals, so definitely some pebble, some chalkiness, definitely. Okay, so let's just get straight into the taste and see what we get on the palate. That Campbeltown soot in the end. Smoky, dirty. That's just gorgeous. Right, so initial arrival, medium bodied, I would suggest. Some viscosity, greasy with raisins, a lot of sherry notes, some treacle, molasses, that sort of vibe. And the mid palate, that's one thing I really enjoy about the Springbank 15. You get that sweet sour kind of element going on. So definitely some sourness, but not off-putting. It's just lovely. It just balances so well with that sweet notes, those sweet notes. Then you're getting some chalkiness, definitely chalkiness and minerality, pebbles. And then in the finish, beautiful Campbeltown soot, smokiness, and then more treacle, slight herbal edge too. A little bit of chocolate, perhaps some dark chocolate as well on the finish. But that sweet sour note just continues in the finish. It begins in the mid palate and then just comes into the finish just beautifully. And that's one thing, as I say, I love about the Springbank 15 is you get that element, that sweet sour element, but definitely more mineral character and smokiness on the end, which is just gorgeous and is exactly what I'm looking for in my Springbank 15-year-olds, in my opinion. As I said, the sherry for me is definitely a bit stronger than the previous release, or the 2022 release, but don't let that put you off. There's plenty of Campbeltown DNA and character, especially on the mid palate and in the finish. I'm going to add just a couple of drops of water. I'm not going to play around too much with water with this one. So 1, 2, 3. And we'll just see if that changes the profile at all. Generally I would drink this at its full strength, but the purpose of the science, let's just try it and see if there's any changes. So straight away the sweetness of the sherry has been pushed, it's becoming a bit more drier, which allows the water allows the mineral notes to come out a bit more, definitely, and definitely that sooty, smoky element. That porridge note has kind of been pushed as well, that Scotch oats. Yeah. As has the earthy, the rich earthiness as well has been pushed again. Again, it could just mean that perhaps this needs a bit more time just after you've added the water, just to kind of settle down. But I would still drink this. I would still nosing it, I still prefer its natural strength. Let's just have a wee taste quickly. Okay, so lose a bit of viscosity, in my opinion, just with the addition of water slightly. Definitely more mineral character and sootiness and smoke coming out more. The sherry influence has been pushed, in my opinion. Still getting the classic notes of raisins, raisinated fruits, dried fruit character, that sort of vibe, but it's definitely been pushed. But it definitely, with that water, it definitely displays more of the Campbeltown DNA, in my opinion. So you can play around with water if you wish with this one, in my opinion. And it depends what you want from your dram. If you want more sherry character influence, just keep it at its natural strength. If you want more of the mineral notes and the smoke to shine, add a bit more, add a few drops of water. But mind you, will push that sherry character, but it just depends on what you prefer. That's actually really nice. Definitely a bit more spicy on the palate, but I would still drink it at its natural strength of 46% ABV. Okay, guys. So, what do I think of this batch? It's another really good batch, in my opinion. It's an excellent batch, comparable to all the 22 2022 releases, in my opinion. As I said, more sherry forward than this one, in my opinion. No sulfur detected, in my opinion, on this new one. Just a classic malt, in my opinion. I love the Springbank 15 as much as I love the Springbank 10. And it's never drowned in the sherry, in my opinion. You get that sherry influence, but you get all those typical Campbeltown notes, which I just love. So yeah, highly enjoyable, guys. And if you can get a bottle of it, and I know it's very difficult to get hold of, but if you do manage to get a bottle, then just enjoy it and share it with your friends. Okay guys, so that's my review of the latest Springbank 15 batch, and it's excellent. Okay, but if you enjoy my content, guys, then please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. It's always appreciated. But as usual, guys, there's not much else to say except have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Cheers.